So we've decided to make the jump, Carli 11, Carli 12, which means I need to create a Carli 12. So repositories, this guy, new repository, and there will be a Carli 12 soon. Public, public, public. We share everything we do. We've got the Carli 12. Then we go to Carli, get all ArcoLinux Carli gits, have this little script that says go grab me Carli 11, go grab me Carli 12. Basically, it's nothing more than say, read whatever's up there in the directories and just git clone everything to my system, right? Stop the video, start typing, that's it. Number 1. Done. Carli 12 is here. It's so empty. So first off, let's start with this. Control C. Don't do Control H and copy the .git. You never copy the .git. Control H, Control C, Control V. There is something here that sets our credentials. So a way to say who I am, signing all that. I think it's an old one, but anyway, let's see if it works. So scripts change over time, obviously, right? And then I update or up this thing. So this is going online. Basically, this is a copy paste from Carli 11. And suddenly everything is online. Copy paste from Carli 11. And the things that get different texts means it's changed. And we can always follow the commits like this. But what's more fun is go in here and open Gitahead and see it locally. Or use git find and use that locally. Okay. We're set. Decisions. This one, let's just make this smaller. Working habits. Super Shift D Sublime Text. Take your Carli 12, drop it. What should be changed? Not that, not that, read me. Nope. License, nope. An image, nope. Importing all kind of things, nope. Arch ISO readme, with version 70, so that's cool. There's no reference anywhere to Carli 10. This is 11. And this is Carli 11. Installation scripts. We have a look. Here it says Plasma. We've made our decision. It's gonna be Cinnamon for the coming months or years. Cinnamon. And this is a variable. That variable is coming back here. And probably down there somewhere. Control F. Find. Where is it used? Okay. You search for the word plasma. And here it says plasma. Nope. Cinnamon. Save. Find. Nothing to find. Here it says unable to find plasma. Stop. That was 30, 40. Scroll down. Cinnamon. Or if you prefer, Control H. Find plasma. Replaced by cinnamon. Find me. replace me, find me, replace me, find me, nothing. Save. And then last but certainly not least, right? This is the ISO, Arch ISO, Arch Linux ISO. Difference is we like ClamMars, right? It's too technical for us to do a Arch Linux way of installing and reading the wiki. What was I thinking? I was thinking that, yeah, I was thinking of going to the Arch wiki, right? People sometimes ask us questions. No. Yes, but no, right? Arch wiki cinnamon. How many thousands of times have I typed it in? Arch wiki something, Arch wiki NVIDIA, Arch wiki AMD, and you start reading. And I know it can be complicated in the beginning, but this is what I need to get things going, right? To get everything going. And here's already something important, right? Intel GPU, make sure you're not using XF86 video Intel with cinnamon, as it may freeze at random times otherwise, but you can still move the mouse. These are little things that matter. But what we need to know is what kind of files we need, right? Restarting, configuring, all kind of things. But certainly we have to read it. All right, so that's something. All right. Another way of working, since we've now, this is dealt with. From here till here, that's done. The only thing that's not done is that one. So in here, I can say open a terminal. And I can say AG Plasma. I can say RG Plasma. I can see PT Plasma. In all cases, sorry. All right. In all cases, it tells me, hey, you better take a look at packages. Packages. Okay. Where's Plasma? Don't see it. Look for it. Find. There's nothing here. Okay. Where is my packages? I think I made a mistake. We went from Plasma to XFC rather than XFC from Plasma. That was right? Yeah, that's how we did. First Plasma, then XFC. The thing is, we want cinnamon, right? So anything that's XFCE has to go. All right. So that's why Plasma is not in there. That's why Plasma is not in there. XFCE. My mistake. So the Carli desktop, at some point, we made a switch. We kept this particular login, that actually from Plasma, and we said, okay, let's get in these guys. How did I find that out? By going to, you guessed it, Arch Wiki XFCE, and you can type it or not. Voila, shouldn't be typed. And it's actually this guy, and it's actually that guy. What did I type? XFC4 goodies. So this guy is out. Okay, cinnamon. Now I'm completely confused. We did change things for Plasma. So what's the difference what I've done now between 11 and 12? Compare. The differences are these guys. Here it was 12. And here it's that one. And the last videos I've made, Part 11 was XFCE. Yeah. So how come these things have plasma? I think we forgot something there. Did we? That's strange. I think we forgot something there. Never came up. It was never an issue. Ever. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Because it was never in here. Never in the name. That's funny. Alright. So, whatever, right? Whatever. It's the way it is. So, Cinnamon is here. Cinnamon is a desktop environment which combines and so on. It was forked from the GNOME desktop, so probably, remember, it's gonna have some GNOME thingies that we need. So Linux Mint, Cinnamon. Oh yeah, baby. We are no longer on Arch. This is Linux Mint, Cinnamon. Okay, go back. And they've created their own package for it. Cinnamon can be installed with the package Cinnamon. So here is the package Cinnamon, which includes, show more, account servers and so on and so on and so on. A lot of Cinnamon stuff, of course. Muffin, Nemo, file manager, network manager, applet is here, Polgit GNOME is there, so GNOME, and it's a spin-off of GNOME, so Blueman, Cinnamon, Metacity, and so on. Okay, so we got all that, but just typing how many letters? Cinnamon. Calamaris, Carli Calamaris config. We'll probably need to change that one later on. Next video, other video, right? Carli mirror list, Carli system installation, OS prober, all good. Base development, yay bin, neofetch, all good. Sublime Text 4, Shore, networking, and here we've made the decision to go for Pipewire rather than Pulse Audio. We can switch around again. Go back to Pulse Audio. We can. Can we? Sure. How do we analyze that? Let's see if we can find something about Pipewire. Pipewire. That's Carli 11. Adding packages Pipewire design Bluetooth. Right? Pipewire. So that means if that's 11, I should be able to see the difference between 11 and 10. Compare. And then we see the packages. And there are differences, right? You see the differences. And here we have the Pipewire stuff that we've added. And in here doesn't seem to be anything in there. So probably Plasma Meta will have the Pulse Audio as dependency because I don't see anything. This is what's going to go on the ISO. Okay, but that's how you check it out, by comparing. That's the point of this exercise now. Later on, we'll have to define a Carli Cinnamon config, but we can keep it for now. What will happen if I do this? So basically, I've changed Ctrl-Z this into that. That's it. That's it. So the profile def doesn't need any changing. Pacman conf, not really. Packages, we've done that. All of this is just by example. They're not used. It's this guy that's going to be used, packages x8664. So we could take a look at the Cinnamon package, because there is one. In the past, we've done something already. In the past, we have this to compare with that. Compare. Now, this is old and that's new. ArcoLinux at some point in time decided to get rid of those two packages. It's not any longer on their Arch ISO. They've decided to add this. So, okay, new. All right. This is ours, so it seems we had both installed here. We go for the polytarch. That's a nice one. Here we decide the Nemo file roller is not there. Oh, that's a nice application. What's the Nemo file roller? What's the Nemo file roller? Maybe it's in Cinnamon, maybe. If we go for this one, I guess, and that one again, Control find Nemo, probably follow the link, and here we have the link. Nemo file roller, there's compare, there's preview. Do you want those? You need to build those, you need to have those, you need to put it on the repo, right? If you want to have them on the ISO, it has to be a package, not a package build. So yeah, I kind of would like to have that, but it's not built yet, so I can't really yet have it on my ISO. So I'll have to check if I have it on the repo or not, or build it if I don't have it. That's it. Other things that we like to have. The Nemo Compare maybe, right? That's the melt. I definitely like the Nemo Compare thingy. Ay, ay, ay. For later. Save. Okay. Decisions. All right. Save. That's that. So all of this rubbish, right? Not used. Neither is this one. And then we go up to the Sys Linux things. Is there anything? Well, maybe we should do a faster way of doing things. And that is, yeah, it's okay here. XFCE, let's have a look like this. We have indeed in sdm.conf, the KDE Settings conf, XFCE. So we go to this one, this one, this one. Here we say with what desktop we like to auto log in into SDDM. If XFCE is no longer there, it needs to become Cinnamon. Check. All right. What else? There's the Carli final, that there is something here I see. That's maybe for later. This can be right. Yeah, this can be right. Packages XFCE 4, that's okay. I know, we'll have to make a Carli. We can already make it here, type it here, but it's not created. We need to create definitely something. So later we'll use this one, but later we need to create a Cinnamon config, so we know that's still on our to-do list. Okay. That's it. Let's do it again. Often I do a clean or a clear. With the clean I get this line, and I can do it again, and I can check till that line. That's what I've changed. So packages, that's not important. Carli final, let's have a look what this Carli final is. User local pin. User local pin. That's gonna be here. No, Eric. It's gonna be close this one and then user local pin. And it's called Carli final, this one. So that's cleaning everything up. And then we make this bigger. Where is XFCE? Cleanup XFCE. Well, basically it's a cleanup, right? It's not typically XFCE. We want the Calamares desktop file gone. That's all. Okay. Ça va. No problem. Time, 20 minutes. So Calamares is the same, configuration is all the same. Can we build something like this? Let's do another PT Plasma, because I was a bit surprised all these things that were there. So Plasma is only here. Now I do an AGXFCE. And we find this, that's okay. And we find that, that's also okay. And now I do a RG Cinnamon, right? Just showing you again all the combos. So with telling him to boot up with Cinnamon, and we're going to install Cinnamon in the packages x86-64. We still need to make a Carli Cinnamon config, and also we can add that as well. Yeah, or we rename the Carli Calamares config, and I rename in a sense we don't rename it and keep everything as is. Or we create a Carli Calamares config Cinnamon, right? So I'll just keep this name and then we'll change it. All right, time to test it out. Time to test it out. Again, often while I'm testing, so the building stuff is like this for me, and then I go to one level up, installation, right mouse click, open terminal, make this bigger, and then up, that's the thing. And then I do my 40. It runs. It can depend on signing things, right? Signing the key. Sometimes you have to arrow up and enter again. It all depends what I've done on the repository, what you already have on your system. It won't happen if you run 30, because then the cache is cleaned. But cleaning the cache means you have to not to download 39, you have to download thousands and so much more packages, right? So more bandwidth, that's all. And longer, of course. Okay, no keys, otherwise arrow up, enter. So we'll get an ISO out of it, and it's 22 minutes in the video. And we'll get Cinnamon. Hopefully. I use often the time to do the checkup again, right? I have to wait anyway. I'm a human being, I make mistakes, oh yes. More and more these years. So same, don't want to see what's the same. I want to see what's different. So rather than logging in with XFC, we're logging in now with Cinnamon, check. And we're still, of course, a live user. We have all this. Carli final. Actually, we can just do cleanup, right? So I'll push the new change for Carli 11 online, and the only thing is I've deleted XFCE. So we're updating Carli 11 also a little bit. So this is out in Carli 11. It's always good to see the past, I believe, and that's why I often put a hashtag in front of it, so I remember Arch ISO, the Arch guys, ArcoLinux guys, right? They've made the decision to remove it, and I'll put a hashtag in front of it, same result, it's now there, and here it's added. Keeping track of all the changes over the years is sometimes interesting. Okay, and okay. And then you read all the packages again. Is this still a good choice? Yes, no. All right. And we're building already. So if I push Carli 11, well, before pushing, I often do a check. So I'm explaining everything I do, right? I do everything. Uncommitted changes. There are things in here that I'm even surprised of. So these things were, I think, not pushed, but this is one I did now. Clean up XFCE. You see? I really don't like this dark look. Let me see if I can set that again. Because in the beginning, when you launched it for the first time, you tell it how it should look. And editor maybe. Dark. Default. Restart. I rather like to read it like this. This is more to my liking. So I've changed some things which I've already used and built, but you don't have it yet. And this was the exercise of Arch ISO 70, so the latest Arch ISO that we have. It's not yet online. So update. So Arch ISO, Ctrl-T, sudo pacman -s, you need that, and the scripts to go install that. And if you're on a system that doesn't have it, you can't use it, right? So 70. Okay, so Arch ISO 70 changes. And these are things that have been changed. Multi-user target, the QEMU guest is gone. They don't use it anymore. Glad we've stopped using it months before that, because it got us an error, right? People think it's broken. No, it's just the QEMU. You're not on QEMU, and then bam, you get an error. We deleted some stuff here, I see. So if you think again, what did Eric change? Open with Gitahead. Now it is all online. It looks different here, you see. Arch ISO 70 changes. You can follow on any GitHub this way. And this is the comparison between Arch ISO. That's gonna be in here. So exercise is always the same. There are plenty of videos about it. You go to the latest Arch ISO, which is this one. This is my workflow. I make a copy so I can compare what's the difference between 69 and 70. Super simple. Oops. With Melt. The right app for the right thing, right? So they changed a few things. They've changed something that's not used, right? Hashtag, to something that's not used. No, without hashtag. And a little bit text here, a little bit text there. So these are the changes. That's it. And you just compare, decide whether you're gonna follow them or not, and change or not. So that's the difference, and that's this work. So here we're at 70, Arch ISO 70, nothing changed, right? Just the reference. And here we're creating new up file, 68, 69. These things changed in the past. We're now 29 December, and every month, more or less, we get an Arch ISO. Well, yeah, from time to time, we get a new Arch ISO, which you follow or not. So here you see that on 26th of September 22, they've got rid of these things. They're not on the ISO any longer, and they're part of the kernel, I think. Did not check it. All right, so there you go. You go back in time. This is all the changes we've done to Carli 11, and we've been at it for a while. Since 27 December 21, we're now 23. Might be a good idea. Well, that was 10, of course, Eric. That's not 11. Was it? Carli 11. open with the Gitahead. How far ago? Yeah, 27, 21. So it was about time to have a Carli 12. So we have a date. That's how we do things. Yeah, let's stop the video here and let's make a VirtualBox thing from this one and see what things go wrong, right? And analyzing what goes wrong is actually super important. All right.